know my stance on Bill Maher. He's a time traveler. He's a Democrat from 1996. And this is exactly the kind of person that you could have a good faith, honest debate with. And Charlie Kirk did once, and multiple Republicans do. It seemed like he had a nice time at the White House with Donald Trump and Dana White and Kid Rock that one night. And so we think that at the very least, Bill Maher is the personification of like a liberal, right? Like he's a liberal. He's a distilled, open-minded liberal who just wants people to live freely and not be bothered by the government. That's what Democrat used to mean. Now that means Republican. So I don't know exactly what Bill Maher is, but these are the ideologies that he lives out. And we think that that's honorable, frankly. It is the totalitarian left that, of course, is in favor of mutilation of children and censorship of speech and locking you in a prison cell because you didn't get the COVID vaccine. That's tyranny. That's not liberalism at all. It's the opposite of liberalism. And that's why Bill Maher is constantly against the woke. And he has woke actors on his program all the time. David Cross is one of them. David Cross is one of these Hollywood actors who, who's in, I guess, Arrested Development. This is the one that I know. He's 62 years old, and he's been in a lot of, Scary Movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Men in Black. Okay, don't remember that. Megamind, and Kung Fu Panda. Okay, fine. So he's had a good career in Hollywood, and what does that mean? That means that you become a complete and total Redditard and a libtard, and you will not be able to make sense to the rest of America. And Bill Maher just totally exposed him here, saying that it is David Cross and his ideology about gender bending, telling us that a 3-year-old can decide whether they're going to be a boy or a girl, which is exactly what happens here. And that's going to give us President JD Vance, which is what Bill Maher says here. You're going to get President JD Vance out of this. It's amazing. Here we go.
You need to be checked. People need to be checked.
I think they'll be...
including your little girl.
Okay.
She needs to be checked. I don't know what...
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that little bitch with her black friends and trans friends and not even understanding. She doesn't know.
Wait, she has trans friends in 3rd grade?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, they know they're trans in 3rd grade.
I knew one of her friends. I knew when he was a girl.
How old?
I think just turned 9, and is just the coolest kid. I think
boy to girl, girl to boy?
Girl to boy.
Girl to boy, okay.
And she has another very close friend who's not in this school, but who's boy to girl at 3.
But girl to boy, I knew somebody who said to me, actually more than one person who said to me, a woman said, I was what they called a tomboy. If I was alive now and acted the way I did then, that's what they would have done to me.
Well, nobody's doing this to her.
I don't know.
Literally, nobody is doing this to her.
How old?
She is, or he is, either 8 or, I think 9.
Okay, then somebody is doing something, because 8 or 9-year-olds can't
No, you know what they're doing?
Can't do anything on their own.
No, they're buying them boys' clothes.
Well, then they're doing something. They're doing.
Sure, yes, you're right. They're buying them boys' clothes.
And telling them you're a boy now.
Okay, no, they're not telling them. They're just agreeing with. They're like going.
Well, they're
okay,
agreeing
honey.
with an 8-year-old because when has their judgment ever been off at 8?
You knew
Anyway,
you weren't gay, right?
That's.
It's not different.
It is different.
No, it isn't.
It's okay. Good luck with President Vance, because as I always say to my woke friends, we voted for the same person. You're just why she lost. And this is a case of that.
Wait, what?
We voted for the same person.
Right.
You're just why she lost. Because America hears this, and they're going to go, Bill's right. 8-year-olds can't really make decisions on their own like this. That's what most people are going to say. And this is where the Democrats are, with David Cross living in Brooklyn, with Mandami Loving. And this is why, we're going to vote for JD Vance. And that's
I don't think
that's
it's
America in a nutshell.
I don't.
Doesn't mean I don't love you.
President JD Vance, and this is how you get it. I voted for Kamala, you voted for Kamala, and the reason why she didn't win is because of you. A little bit of wisdom there from Bill Maher, because you're woke. And it's amazing what Bill Maher is able to do with these Hollywood actors who have never actually spoken with people outside of their bubbles, gotten the chance to bash into some realities of life outside of the weed and drug induced bubble that they live inside of the Hollywood hills. Bill Maher getting David Cross to admit that Republicans actually aren't as bad as we think they are. Kind of amazing. And then going after the Charlie Kirk stuff is really strong stuff from Bill Maher, talking about how you shouldn't be maligning Charlie Kirk. He's not actually a hateful person. And David Cross doesn't have an answer. An incredible exchange here.
But the rank and file Republican I don't think is a racist. I think you can get them into positions that look racist, but I don't think in their bones they're what the race, kind of what I grew up with. A racist was somebody who didn't want to shake a black person's hand.
Yes, I don't think that's a thing, but I think there is. I know there is because they say as much. There's a feeling, a sense that, like Charlie Kirk stuff, that women and black people and black women especially are just not. I'm not being an asshole, guys. I'm just saying they don't have the mental.
There was a little more. I read that when he died. They, of course, lots of places put his greatest hits of worst hit of worst thing.
Yeah.
And then somebody else printed something, and this is what always happens with the media. I never trust it because you never get the full story. Where each one was put in with the full context, it was never quite as bad as they said.
Context is everything, right?
It is. I'm just saying it was easy to pull from his quote bed and find stuff that I certainly don't agree with, even in the context. But it wasn't quite what you were saying there.
Excuse me?
Bill Maher just torched actor David Cross for smearing Charlie Kirk as a racist. Refuses to let it slide. Rank and file Republicans aren't racist in their bones. And it's the media's cherry-picked worst hits taken out of context. Really a remarkable takedown from Bill Maher. And it goes viral. This kind of stuff goes viral for a reason, right? Because what people miss is this. They miss the sanity. They miss having good faith debate with people that you disagree with, but you can agree on the principles that kind of unite the country, and you can move on from there. That's what we used to have. And so hopefully the Democrats get back to Bill Maher level liberalism. We'll see. I doubt it. It's more betting. Like, share, and subscribe. Well done, Bill Maher.